There are certain things in life that you should never trust another human being to do for you.
Hola, soy Remy, de México. Hay que hablar de eso.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Rhett and Link store, where you can buy things like our music.
Especially the Hair Goes Up, Hair Goes Down song, which is, of course, available on iTunes. Thank you for supporting Internetainment and for listening to that song and taking the advice in it to make a choice. Does your hair goes up or does it goes down?
Does it goes up or does it goes down?
You don't have to get grammar correct. You just have to make the decision.
We made a video about our hair on Tuesday. We talked about it. Then we talked about our hair again, hairstyles of the past, present, and future.
And now we're deciding to continue talking about our hair. Oh, this is, okay, it's hair week. We're going to keep talking about our hair. Today we're going to talk about yet another aspect of it. And we apologize. We apologize for being so into hair, and especially our own hair. I think we were trying to cover it up for some time. Wasn't that a funny video? But it's kind of hard to, it's kind of hard to hide that we're pretty obsessive about our own hair, and we're ashamed of it.
And we're ashamed that we're making essentially what is a third episode of Good Mythical Morning about our own hair.
Bear with us, you know. But
sorry,
we think there is value in this, but we do acknowledge before giving you the value, the ludicrousity of not only speaking so much about our hair, but actually caring as much as we do.
Well, I don't really
about
care.
Our hair.
I don't really care that much about it.
You see, you're still trying to cover it up.
I don't. You know.
Look at your hair, right?
I mean, it could look like it could be anything. It could be. I mean, just. But I do feel the compulsion to fix it.
The anxiety to now fix your hair is winning. I don't know if you know this, but each one of us, cut our own hair. We are our own hairstylists.
And this goes back, for me, to around 8th or 9th grade, when I suddenly realized that Rudolph Blanchard, the barber who charged $6 plus a tip to cut hair in Bowie's Creek, was just basically just almost giving me just a buzz. It was just like a buzz cut. He was just with the clippers. And so then I asked Link, because I wasn't sure about doing it myself. I said, Link, can you cut my hair? You started cutting my hair.
When you bought clippers, I started shaving your head.
And then
one level.
You know, a few months later, I was like, he's not really doing anything. I can do this. All I need is a mirror. And so I started cutting my own hair. I've been doing it ever since. I haven't been to an actual barbershop or stylist since the beginning of high school.
Which becomes amazing and a little unbelievable when you look at your hair. I mean, I don't know what you call your hairstyle.
Does it look good? Because I kind of messed it up a second ago.
And you're pretty concerned about it?
I want it to look right because we're talking about it so much.
I mean, it's one thing for it to be a buzz and to cut your own hair, but it's another thing to have the hair that you have and to cut it yourself.
The people on the audio-only version of the podcast here are really missing out. Because I'm looking into the camera, people, and I'm showing you my hair.
And maybe we should just tilt down, or you should stand up so as to not distract from sit up really tall, let your hair leave the frame so I can say something without
I know it's difficult
distracted.
to take this in and also listen to Link at the same time, but you know that's why we're doing this.
Now I actually just recently started cutting my own hair. Mm-hmm. I'm talking like over the last 4 months.
You joined the club.
I joined the hair cutting club for men. Because especially out here, the sheer cost alone is reason enough to cut your own hair.
It's like $50 to get your hair cut out here.
It could be 60 easily.
Ridiculous.
So as I started paying that dough out here, I started deciding they put mirrors up there. I'm going to start really watching how this woman cuts my hair.
Taking notes.
I was taking mental notes. But then the real thing that put me over the edge that I'm going to start cutting my own hair was just the sheer anxiety associated with those moments, from the moment you sit in the chair and you ask them what to give you to the moment you get up. It would 90% of the time I would not be happy. It would not be right.
And here's my view of what you were going through, because you've been getting your hair cut by professionals who have overcharged for years,
quote unquote.
And here's what would happen. You would show up at work, and this has been going on, or just show up at home. I mean, we lived together in college, and then we've basically been working together ever since. So I see him all the time.
My hair will be kind of long.
And you would be like, I got to get a haircut. And then you would come in the next day, and you would come in and you had this apologetic look on your face. And here's what you would say. You were like
this.
I got a haircut, yes, and I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna do something to fix it.
It'll grow out. You
would say it would grow out, or I'm gonna take care of it. And then you would be like, the next day you would come back and it would be different because you had like
trim a little bit,
try to fix the problem that these people had caused.
But most of the time, it would be too short, and there would be nothing I could do. I'd just have to wait it out a few weeks. Actually, if you look at when we did the T-shirt War 2 McDonald's commercial, I got a haircut like 2 days before that, and my hair was way too short. So there's all this anxiety. I would be in the chair when she'd be cutting my hair. I might as well be in an electric chair. I'd be so scared. I'd be shaking. If you walked in there, you would think this guy is about to be executed.
This guy's never had his hair cut before.
I mean, I'd be sweating. I would
like
be
a caveman in his first haircut.
Yeah.
Scissors!
I mean, I'd be sweating. It would just be a tormenting experience. And so I said, you know what? Even though my hair is long and I don't think I can cut it, I took notes and I started doing it. And here's what happened. Now, it comes, and I would cut my hair. I would cut it much less. So instead of going 6 weeks, now I go every 2 weeks, I cut my own hair.
Really?
Every 2, maybe 3 weeks. Because I never want you to notice what's happening. And I never want to notice.
Right.
And, so I go in on a Saturday morning to my bathroom and I shut the door.
You go in, it's like, you talked about your bathroom as if it's a salon. I go into the bathroom on a Saturday morning.
Well, it's such a process. I have to inform my family. Okay, family, I'm going to cut my hair. And then everybody's eyes roll. They say, okay, Link's going to be gone for the next 3 hours.
Well, you've got small kids anyway. You don't want them coming in there and you accidentally poke their eye out and stuff.
It takes me, and I'm not good at it yet. It takes me at least 3 hours to cut my hair.
You shouldn't have admitted that.
Listen, I'm being vulnerable. I've already apologized for all this. I go in there, I shut the door, and then, you can just put your ear up to it and you hear a bunch of snip, snip, and then you'd hear a wait for a long time as I'm trying to figure out what the heck am I supposed to do next. And then 5 minutes later, you hear another snip, 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 snap, snap, snap. And then there'd be another 5 minutes.
Now, there's a little more art to your approach. I just want to comment on my approach for a second because you're doing the snip, snip with the scissors. I've never used scissors. I use clippers. Now, my hair is so long.
How long is that? It's like
I had to order
4 inches.
Special eBay clips that go onto your wall clippers. Wall, WAHL. It's a brand of clippers. It's like the special best clippers there are, professional series. There are people who developed special attachments, like, because I'm not going to use the Flowbee. I'm not going to, do the vacuum thing on my hair, because that's expensive too. I got 1.5 inches.
Scary and loud.
Inch and a quarter inch, which is bigger than their top level. I had to go on eBay to order these special attachments. And so I used the 1.5 inches on top. And it's like mowing grass. I'm mowing the grass on my head, and then I do a slightly shorter on the side. Yeah, I keep the clippers in exactly the same spot.
And you just move your head like a chicken.
That's my secret. I really don't do that. But here's what I do. I get down into my underwear. Only. I don't get naked because that would be like a Roman cutting his hair back in the day, an Olympian. Maybe I should do that.
You get almost naked to cut your hair?
Well, because I'm going to get hair. What I do is I go and I get the broom and I get the dustpan and I sit in front of, there's a closet in our bedroom that had the whole closet surface is a mirror. And so I sit down in front of it. I get another mirror, my wife's mirror.
I heard that.
I get another mirror. And for cutting the back, and then I'll turn around in the chair and I'll look in the mirror and I'll cut the back. I shave my own napes with this clippers.
You don't even use scissors.
No, I'm just like a Picasso, like a Michelangelo with clippers.
So the difficulty from my haircut is obviously much higher because I'm using.
Do you get into your underwear?
Scissors, but that doesn't have anything to do with the difficulty level.
Well, no, but I'm just because I get hair all over me, and then I just go and get in the shower.
Then I take my shirt off and I go pop, 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 and I put it in the dirty clothes.
Why don't you just take your shirt off?
Okay, I'll do that if it makes that much of a difference.
I feel like it's much more like a sport. If
do you want pictures or something?
I don't want pictures.
It's not happening.
But you've added an unnecessary step, having to put a dirty, hairy shirt into the laundry.
Dirty. Go on, make my day.
Dirty, hairy shirt.
So what is the point of all this? I think the point is we are severely dysfunctional.
I think the point is...
Do you cut your own hair?
If you are unhappy, I'm just going to tell you right now, how often are you unhappy with what the professionals... And listen, I'm sorry if there's some sort of professional hairstylist union out there that's going to get mad and quit watching the show. But if you can't do your job well enough, and listen, Link has been to lots of people and they never, ever get his hair right, no matter how much he pays. And he's not going to pay like $200 for a haircut.
Because the best they can do is what they think it should look like.
They're trying to apply their perspective
Their
to
vision,
it.
not my vision.
If you've got a vision for your own head, get down into your underwear, get in front of a mirror in your house or in the bathroom, and cut your own hair. See what happens. The worst that can happen is you really screw it up and then you just shave it. That's pretty bad, I think, actually.
So that's our pep talk. That's our application.
Take control of it.
Be as obsessive about your hair as we are. And then feel the need to apologize to everyone. Like we are doing. We're sorry. To make it up for you, we're going to reveal where a hidden location is, and the hair goes up. Hair
Hidden
goes
location?
Hidden annotation. I meant to say annotation.
Another hidden annotation revealed to you, the special mythical beasts who watch Good Mythical Morning. If you get nothing else from this episode, you get a hint about a special annotation.
As you know, there are hidden annotations in the music video. One is during the diving rocket scene at the end, where I'm diving. There's a hidden annotation. I'm giving you a visual clue.
Which direction am I supposed to spin this?
This way. Counterclockwise. All right, let's end this episode. I feel like many of you are now empowered to totally screw up your own hairstyles.
Don't blame us if you look like a moron after you cut your own hair.
And here's how we're going to end this
Blame
episode.
yourself. That's kind of the point.
Just miss. Oh, switch places.
This is interesting.
Whoa. Look at that. There's another side to your face.
You have a part on that side of your hair. I never noticed that.
Yeah. Look at that.
It's different on both sides.
Your hair pretty much looks the same.
Is that all we can talk about is our hair when we get on the other side of each other? This is so pathetic. I feel exposed.
I can look over
I
here.
feel like there's someone lurking in the shadows on my left side because I'm used to. It's like really I'm scared of the side of myself now.
There was a time when we did sit in this configuration, but it was many years ago.
Boy, everything seems off balance.
Let's never do this again. See you tomorrow.